Being afraid of life sucks. It's like if life were only a window and I watched the seasons change. People left and right having fun and falling in love, while I watched with my arm resting on the windowsill. You're the dull background character in someone else's story, a life from a third person's POV. Life keeps happening all around you, but not to you, and you're to blame because you hold the keys to your own prison. This pain takes the place of where memory should reside because fear is louder than desire. Living this way is torture, a life where nothing is risk, so nothing is gained and nothing really changes. If every day I wake up feeling more of this, for how long can I endure it? I swear it wasn't always like this. Weirdly enough, I remember being more extroverted as a kid. I was still a very timid child, but I was way more outgoing, even confrontational at times. I used to stand up for myself. I don't know where that bravery went. I do remember of my insecurities beginning to tangle my feet when I was a teen. I grew somber because I started to hate myself, because of who I was, because I was never good enough, and especially for how I looked. But that can of worms is best left for next week's video. Isn't that an ideal way to live when you can't stand to look at yourself? I wonder if this has anything to do with being tired all the time or the classic turmoil of not wanting to live and not wanting to die. Feeling this way makes you starve yourself out of a lot of stuff. On my Instagram feed, between people dying, Gunnar bait, and racism, there's people living their lives, doing things I've always wanted to do. I get that social media inflates reality, that their lives are as mundane as any others, but those snapshots are proof of their existence, like a frame from a film, do you know? When my parents recount stories of when they were my age, and it's like, bruh, it makes me feel like I'm late to life and have missed the deadlines for countless milestones. They were dating even before they were 18. At that age, I was too busy rotting in my room during my gap year. I have avoided a lot of risk in my life in favor of cushy bedroom walls. Might be a big reason as to why I'm so naive. I got the short end of the stick because lonely walls only turn me into a desocialized freak. Anxiety is a constant unmutable white noise running in the background. I have rehearsed conversations in my head. Even then, I still stutter and hesitate. I worry about being seen as a weirdo, as if it were something that bad. I worry that I'll say something wrong, that they secretly hate me, or that they are only being nice to me because they pity me. Aside from the cold sweats or the pounding heart vibrations that shake my eyes, the thing I hate most is knowing I'm being irrational, but still being unable to do anything about it. I'm like a smoker lighting another cigarette, knowing damn well he's fucking himself up. I know my anxiety is illogical, but I still believe it wholeheartedly. When I'm feeling stressed, I bite the skin of my fingers off. It can quickly become a bloody mess. I used to bite my fingernails really badly too, to the point I couldn't use my fingers because of the pain. I managed to stop doing so, but only because I started to pain my nails. I don't know if the hands of chance are small or soft, because I lack far too much confidence to hold them. I'm a very self-conscious person. I can't begin to tell you how many things I have deprived myself from experiencing because of lack of confidence or what others might think of me. Sometimes I wish I've made more mistakes in life, at least different, exciting mistakes. Even if risk led to failure, I would have gained something. I would have learned from them. I would have been more resilient towards rejection. I wish I had regret for the things I did and not for the things I didn't. I wish I had spoken out more. I wish I had said how I really felt. I wish I didn't hate myself so much. Living an uneventful life has left me with very little because I wasn't around to make memories. When I listen to certain songs like Wasted Summers or Let It Happen, I get nostalgia for things that never happened, and I loathe that feeling because it gives me this empty sensation in my abdomen. Is my life so bland that I have to invent memories? The ones I have in mass are those of me sitting in my balcony at night on a starless night, or me staying in my room staring at screens. All because I care too much about people that care very little about me. They don't mean anything to me, and yet, I don't know why, I'm looking for their approval or for them to like me. I don't know how much longer I can wait for that special day where I can finally live life. I want to have a picnic all by myself, like with a whole picnic drape thingy and a basket. I want to go out and film stuff. I want to dress the way I want to dress. I remember when I first started to wear dangly earrings, which isn't even that daring or anything like that. I got called the Esler twice. It was way too comical for it to hurt or make me sad. Like, not even joking. I gassed myself up, building up the courage to go outside. 3 minutes in, and some guy in his car screamed, "Hey, you My name is Jeff." I got hit with a drive-by Epsler. Like, come on, that's pretty funny. I guess I got really unlucky that day. Can I get 5 big boobs in the comments? I want to go to any store I see in window shop. There's this bathhouse shop thing I sometimes pass by, and I just want to see what's in there. I don't know. I'm just curious. I want to meet like-minded people. At one point in my life, I genuinely gave it my all and tried to be more outgoing, regardless of how uncomfortable it made me feel. I wanted to meet artists so badly, since my art isn't the best and I never had anyone to bounce ideas off of. I fared pretty well, but I ended up with a bitter aftertaste since the times I did get to meet artists, it never worked out. I didn't get them, nor did they get me, and those who I was interested in ended up ghosting me, so yeah. I have let go of the idea. I'd much rather follow the footsteps of cool outsider artists. I want to dye my hair dumb colors before life fucks my shit up and makes me go bold Rogan. Can y'all pray for me? Because every time a fanboy loses his hair, an angel loses his, like, cock ring thingy above his head. I forgot what it's called. I mean, I'm not balding, but can I still get a 5 boobs in the chat? I always envied girls who dye their hair cool colors like blue, white, or pink. There are sun rays between clouded skies. I took a risk 3 months ago and dyed my hair because I was getting sick of my boring black hair. Nothing too extreme. It was supposed to be copper, but it came off more brownish. It was a super fun experience I for sure want to do again. My mom got pissed off when she saw my hair. She said something like, "Why would you do this to your hair?" Like, I love my mom, but is she dumb, bro? Like, I'm the guy that's gonna be in charge of her ashes, bro. Like, if you continue to insult me, I don't care. You will be cat litter. I mean, I would get it if it was like green or blue, but like, what do you mean, bro? It's a natural hair color. It doesn't even look that bad. Whatever. I'm happy with the results. I wish it were a little more vibrant and lighter, though. I'm glad I took a risk, as mundane a risk as coloring your hair is. Well, to be fair, could have ended up looking like a fucking idiot. But you see, while I was dyeing my hair, I felt anxious because I thought I ruined my hair. But on the other hand, I was excited to see the results. I realize now that excitement and anxiousness are two sides of the same coin. I know there's a lesson somewhere there, but I'm too dumb to understand. Like, even if I could, I'd probably ignore it anyway. I don't expect to change my outlook anytime soon. I mean, I am obviously working on my problems, but like, this isn't a movie where the character is different from who he was at the start. It's not because I spilled the beans and pinpointed the causes of my problems that I'm now a new man. That's not how it works. I'm still the same Bubby with the same issues, and tomorrow I'll still be inside the same castle. Change moves like a selling stone. All I know is that the day I have green hair will be a pretty good day for little Bubby boy, because that will mean I won't be as self-conscious and I won't care nearly as much about what people think of me. Hopefully that day comes this year, because once that happens, I think I could truly be happy. Or I could die. I could die. I could... Hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go. I'm pretty sure everything I said here you've heard before. I mean, what can I say? I'm just a regular guy. The wrong fellow. I mean, like, it's the typical generational plight you get from anyone. The same lyrics every Zoomer has sung before. It's okay. I'm just glad that art is a tampon. Well, this video was a bit of a downer, eh? Well, I'm sorry for that, but I promise you, next video is gonna be even more sad.